Hi, good evening everybody. I've purchased a grill here. This is one of these 217 pellet grills from Rural King. And I'm getting it set up. Let's try and smoke a Boston butt for the first time. Sorry for the lighting, it is late at night. But I'm starting with the instructions they gave me to get everything set up in the grill so I can use it. So we've tested it to make sure that the fan is blowing hot air from here, which it is, and I've added pellets into here, so it's slowly augering the pellets down through the auger into the tube here. So the instructions say to do this for a minute and then turn it off, and then I'll have to turn the smoking part back on. But my goal is to put a Boston butt on here tonight and let it cook till tomorrow afternoon. So once we pick up on the next stage, I'll resume in the next part here. Out there, let you see what they are. I've taken all the inside pieces out, as you can see. And so, let's just camera focus here. There we go. There's a couple pellets in there. The whitish gray smoke coming out of here. The lid is supposed to be open. So we're going to wait to see if we can start getting some smoke coming out of the smoker. I'm not sure how long it takes. But then on the initial startup, you're supposed to run it on high for 45 minutes to burn out any of the extra stuff in here. And as you can see, in here, there's all this grease and oil that was on the grill, on some of the metal pieces that came with it. You see the augers pushing the pellets in there. So be interested to see how this works. There's supposed to be a flame that's supposed to catch, they're supposed to be on fire, so we'll see what happens. But these pieces here, if I get on down close to them, you can see there is a greasiness to them. So I believe that's what has to be burned off in the process. So waiting to see if we start getting the smoke that's supposed to come out of here. I've never done this before, never owned one, so I'm interested to see how this is going to work. One thing personally for me is I've bought a lot of things and tried them out and never bothered to let anybody know how this stuff works. I like to do reviews. I always like to see what people's reviews are. So that's the grill set up with it. There's supposed to be a heat rod in there. So I'll be interested to see how this works. We'll pause the video and we'll come back once we get a flame. Well, that literally did not take very long. I put the phone down for about a minute to check on a couple things, and it's smoking. So obviously we know that it works. According to the instructions, I'm supposed to go ahead and turn it off, put everything back in it, and then turn it up on the high for 45 minutes to help smoke things out. As you can see, there's the flame inside, so it's definitely doing its job and working. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to having some smoked meat. So I'm gonna do what it said. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to the shutdown cycle, and we gotta let it cool down. So I'm gonna get a focus here. Shutdown cycle, and this one is just one notch to the left. The fan continues to blow. That's what it does. There's a flame. Nice flame in there. How well you can see that. There's definitely a flame in there. So just like you would expect with a wood fire, got a flame and there's a hot rod in there. And there's that air being forced through there. So, my smoke though, I'm going to set it to probably 225 once I actually put the meat on there. So, we'll be doing that here in a little bit. Can't help myself. It is off and it's on the shutdown cycle, but look at that flame in there. It's very hard to see. I'm using a phone, but you can see how that flame, red hot wood pellets in there. And that's what you would get out of a wood fire. So I'm excited to get this going here and see what we can really get out of this smoker. So it's already calming down. I've shut it down, so flame should go out here in another minute or two. Alright everybody, so one thing I did want to mention is sorry, I'm trying to get this camera focused. I bought this, like I said, 217 pellet grill from Rural King. It was only $249. Compared to a lot of the other pellet grills out there, you're looking at a whole lot of money. So this one, for the value, I was hoping would be a great deal. It's got a nice hopper here on the side. See how I've already filled it up for this particular night here. I wanted to show a video of me putting it together. The whole top section, so this whole section here, the whole grill with the box came together all assembled. I had to add the lid, the smokestack right there. I had to put the lid on, the sidebar, and then I had to build the whole base here. Add the doors, the tires, or the wheels. But it was nice that the whole box was already connected to the frame, so I didn't have to do that. And then inside, of course, your grate just lays in here. There's the drip tray in there, and then there's a square box that sits on top of the flame box. Everything drips down into the side, and it's supposed to go into your bucket there. So I'm eager to see how this works out for a smoker. It should fit what I need. It's got a nice storage area underneath. Open this up while we're waiting to see the smoke come out. That is the top grate that goes in the top of the grill, but honestly, in looking at that being in there, when it's inside the grill, it sits right up in here, there, and there. It looks like your meat would have to be very small and have to sit in the front. So really, I see it more as a very limited way of using all your space. So I'm probably not going to use it very often. So, all right. Well, I've got smoke coming out of here now, so it's working. This is the first time again that I'm using it. So they want you to run it for 45 minutes on high to get rid of any of the excess stuff, oil, or whatnot that might be in there before you cook with it. So I was planning on putting a Boston butt on, and I'm going to do that later tonight. So I'll show you a picture of that when I put that on there. But for right now, I'm going to do what the instructions said. We're going to go over here to the dial, and the instructions specifically said to set the temperature dial to high and let the grill run for 45 minutes, as this setting is to rid it of any foreign matter. Must be done before cooking any food. So that being said, we're going to turn this dial. As you can see, it's got a nice white indicator there, and we're going to take it from the smoke section. We're going to put it on high. Okay, it's on high. It's at 450, and that'll get it nice and hot, and that would kill anything else that might be inside that grill. And once you've done that, they did say to close the lid and then turn it to the temperature you want. So we've got that flame in there, is going boiling hot. It does have a nice temperature gauge here, as you can see. So we should see that thing going up there now that we've got it closed. As you can see, the smokestack's working very nicely. And once we've got this done, I hope to be able to take a quick snippet of the meat going on there and finished product tomorrow.